Start streaming. And then, excellent connection. Alright, goddamn. I've been fiddling with this fucking capture card for like 20 or 30 minutes, so finally we get this shit up and running. Alright. Back with more Knights of the Old Republic. And we're gonna go do the ruins this time and not fuck up, so won't that be nice? Alright. Alright. So luckily we've already seen all this dialogue, so we're just gonna skip most of it.
I think the droid can recognize this. It must be referring 10 revolution. The droid is obvious. Maybe the droid has more. These builders must have in the years.
Yeah. We've already done all this dialogue, so.
The droid must be Revan and Malik.
Shut up. I've already done all this dialogue. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna save. Since we died here last time. Well, we didn't die. Well, we did die a couple of times here, I think. Maybe. I don't remember. But the game, like, crashed. We didn't die. But, yeah, that's right, because we were setting mines in combat, and the game likes to get a little finicky when you do that. Uh-oh, that's not good. Stop it. You stop it. Stop it. Ah, god damn it, it crashed again. And this console's been really weird with the power button lately. So I gotta, like, unplug it, which is a bitch, and then plug it back in. Again, you really don't want to set mines during combat. That causes so many fucking problems. I don't know why the power button's been so finicky. Any minute now. Any minute now. Come on. There we are. Alright, okay, so yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna plant the mines before we open the fucking door. That's what we're gonna do. I don't know why I didn't just do that in the first place. Boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop, ba, doop, ba, boop, ba, boo, da, da. Keep dancing, 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 dancing. Damn it, this time legit, like no mines in combat. I was desperate, so I was like, fuck it. I'll chance it once again. And that was the wrong call. So, my mistake. That won't happen again. Yeah, you are early again, Andy. How you doing? What's up, Anthony? How you doing? Good, glad to hear it, man. Okay, again, I am not going to be so stupid as to plant a mine during combat. So we're going to go to Canderous, and we are going to plant some fucking mines right now.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
And you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this.
This is gonna be
We're going to move Revan. Sorry, Sergeant Bastard. Spoilers. Move him over here.
Yes?
We'll move Bastila as well.
what?
And then we'll plant another plasma mine. I'm good, man. Just trucking. Like, you mean that figuratively, I assume. I assume you're not actually, like, in a truck somewhere.
This is
Okay. Alright, droid, come on. Come here, droid, follow me. That didn't do as much damage as I would have liked. God damn it. Oh! Figuratively correct, okay. Yeah, okay. Come on. Go on the stupid mine! Step on the mine. Come on, this way. Come here. Step on the mine. Step on the mine. Yes, there we go. Good droid.
sure.
I did mention in another stream, if I did get a capture card, I definitely would make a video announcing it. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would love to see if you ever got one, Andy. Let's throw some ion grenades. Another ion grenade. Another ion grenade. Frag grenade. Another frag grenade. Got another one. Canderous is down. Shit.
What can I do?
Use a flurry on him real quick. Use a stun droid. Use another stun droid. And a flurry. And another stun droid. Come on, stun droid. Stun droid. There we go. Okay, cool. So we're going to turn off solo mode.
Sure.
We're going to save. After Canderous gets back up, in case there's any weird fuckery. Okay, cool. Now we're going to save. We've been looking for a ton of USB capture cards. You know if they're any good? USB capture cards? I don't know. I use an Elgato HD60. That's what I use. And it's been a pretty good card. You know, it's had some later... It's had some modern issues as of late, but I think that... Really, that... It might not even necessarily be the capture card, because there's so many things... We'll talk to you in a minute, Vastila. There's so many things that
I'm here.
could be going wrong with my system that it might not be the capture card. Not to mention I've had this capture card for like 4 years now, so it is an old one. So did I already check Nemo's remains? I can't remember. Yeah, I did.
What?
Let's switch to our boy. Let's give him a Jedi Knight robe. Just so that we can use more force powers. I mean, I guess it's not necessarily necessary at the moment, but you know. Alright, so I'm going to talk to the computer. Insert the data pad. Talk to the computer. Okay, so it's death. We want death. So we want desert, volcanic, barren. So Death Seal has been released. Switch back to good old Canderous. Save again, in case we crash somehow again. Then we will plant a frag mine.
This is gonna be good.
That's the only frag mine we have left. So I did not mean to plant that. That's not going to affect the droid in the slightest, but whatever. Throw a frag grenade. Throw another frag grenade. Throw yet a third frag grenade. Searched up and there's updated different versions of HD Elgato HD 60s. Not sure if those versions are better or worse. I've heard that the later versions are better. I just have the original Elgato HD 60. So mine's only capable of 1080p. I know some of the later ones are more capable of like 4K, for instance. let's give Canderous a melee weapon, because this droid is not being responsive to any of the other stuff. So we use a Vibro Double Blade, or is it an Achani Ritual brand? I don't have an Achani Ritual brand. Okay. Vibro Double Blade Diz. We use a power attack. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and save again. Yeah, I don't play ranged a lot. One of my friends who's playing this game is playing as a ranged character, like who uses blasters. I'm not good with blasters. I'm much better with melee. So talk. Datapad. Talk. Okay, so we want the life. So we want oceanic, grassland, arboreal. We didn't even use these mines, but whatever, that's fine. And the star map should be in here.
This must be what Revan and Malik found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What are you talking about?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves. But we must be wary. They may have laid traps and concealed what they found.
So what is the Starforge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be
It's a
tool of
space
some
station.
type.
Spoiler.
Maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more. But I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manat. There are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
What good is an incomplete map?
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge. And some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Alright. There we are. Canderous isn't dual classed yet, is he? No, he isn't. Okay. Honestly, stuff like Elgato HD60s can be found for under $200. When it comes to stuff like Nintendo 3DS capture card costing like $900, we got issues to say the least. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be able to capture a 3DS game on camera. But my good old trusty Elgato does do the job. I think we're for KOTOR 2, just due to the high crash rate, we'll do it on the Xbox One. Just because that way we don't have to turn the console off every time. And since this power button's being finicky. Because KOTOR 2 is going to crash a lot more than KOTOR 1. Alright, let's go handle the Matale-Sandral feud. And what do you guys think for the Matale-Sandral feud? Should I help them solve their problems and make happy and be nice to each other? Or should I have them slaughter each other?
Yeah, what do you want?
Not now, Kandris. I will get more for you in a minute. We will, of course, talk to Kandris and do his relationship quests. Same thing with Bastila, obviously. We will be romancing Bastila. I don't even think there's a question of that.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council. I wish to speak to Alan Matale.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matale wishes to speak. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sanzals as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Why are you so certain the Sandals are to blame?
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandals arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since. The injustices the Sandals have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandral droids trespassing on my land.
What were they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission? I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived.
At least you're efficient.
It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matale estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandral clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
I should go speak to Nurik Sandral.
The only resolution possible is the immediate return of my son. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandals. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
Make it 2,000 and you have a deal.
2,000? Your greed is outstripped only by your utter lack of any sense of proportion, Jedi.
2,000. Even if you would pay such a fee, what could you possibly need so many credits for?
For that price, I could purchase enough droids to destroy the entire Central Estate. 2,000 is out of the question. Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including razing the entire Sandral Estate. Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Alright, now after the Sandral grounds. I think by default, if chat doesn't come to a decision for me, I'll just go with the dark side choice by default, because that tends to be the trend we've been going for on this save. And then if someone wants me to make a light side choice, then we'll do light side choice. We'll just but if we get just by default, we'll do dark side. I'll still ask when it's a choice that I think, you know, we'll make a choice, but yeah, I think that's the way to go about it.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council.
The Council? If you are here because of Shen Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Sandals are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt.
I'm not in league with the Matales, but I must speak to Nurik.
Nurik left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurik will meet with you there.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me.
I want to ask you about the disappearance of Shen Matale.
I feel great sorrow at the young Matale heir's disappearance, but they are not the only family to suffer such a tragedy. Dantooine is a dangerous place. My own son, Cassius, has been missing for some time now. But I know nothing about the disappearance of Shen. Perhaps he and Cassius now share a similar fate.
The Jedi Council instructed me to investigate this matter. May I search your estate?
I brought my family here to find peace and safety, not to be harassed and treated like common criminals. Your council has no authority here, and I respectfully ask you to leave this property at once.
This guy isn't telling us something. He might even be lying. I don't trust him.
I trust you will show yourself out. If not, my security droids will be sure to deal with you.
You are here from the Council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Do you know something about Shen's disappearance?
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassis disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
I don't have time to listen to this.
I thought you would listen to me. I thought the Jedi were compassionate and kind. I shouldn't have spoken to you at all. I've just made everything worse.
The Council would not approve of your actions here. Perhaps we should find this girl and try to help her.
There could be a lot of money for finding Shen Matale. I think that girl knows something about him going missing.
You made your wishes clear. Apologize? My name is Rahasia. My father is a good... You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain.
Those doors look
I
like
have no
Shen. I
reason
can
to
see what you
disobey
mean.
him. There are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Please tell me what has happened.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassis.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No! Since Cassis went missing, my father...
Do I have an option to just tell the
unstable.
Council?
He
I
might
don't think
hurt
I've
him
ever
if you
done
do
that.
He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassis. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance. The Jedi Council does not have the authority to search our estate, and if father finds out his secret has been revealed, he might kill Shen right away. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope. Please find...
We gained some light side points there because they had to apologize, but yeah. You can get infinite light side points there if you just keep apologizing and then telling her to fuck off, basically. Infinite lives, why don't you just go do that? Well, not infinite lives, infinite light side points. You have infinite, like, you don't have a certain number of lives in this game.
Yeah, what do you want?
Later, Candress, later.
Your choice.
That's a fake door.
Yes?
Yeah.
There he is.
Who are you?
I'm not sure if you're aware, but the newest official Cinemassacre video actually got more dislikes than likes. Did it really? Huh. I'm here to rescue you, Shen.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
I will protect you, Shen. Let's go.
It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
Special thanks to...
Huh. Yeah, why does it have more dislikes than likes? Oh, it's like an ad. It's basically like a plug video. Huh. Anyway. What if we take Rahasia with us?
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandal doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped. Thank you. I wish you luck.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Sure.
What can I do?
Yeah. Sure.
There we go. Alright, cool. We gotta level up. Yeah, I saw that. People really hate the new crew members of Cinemassacre. Yeah, I don't know why. Like they're not my favorite, but I don't think they're bad. Like, granted, I don't go out of my way to watch them, but like I wouldn't like hate on them. Oh, the lag. There's the prison key. Oh well.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet?
Trying to rescue Shen, but he won't leave without you, Asia.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it. But I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Alright, now let's go tell Shen.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia?
Yeah, she promised she would meet us outside the gates.
I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Oh, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
What? You're just doing this for the reward?
How could you? I thought you...
Alright, boys. So I asked before, but in case anyone has any opinions, do we save them or slaughter them? Last chance.
You are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Tetsuo!
Father.
Mr.
Kameda!
Sandra.
Nurik! Alan! I knew this was all you
Yeah.
were doing.
Save or slaughter, boys.
You had
Save or
captured my
slaughter.
son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
Don't make me intervene in this.
We never asked for your help, Jedi. Do not press in matters that do not concern you.
This is an internal affair for my family, and is none of your concern.
You should not interfere with our private business, Jedi. This will be resolved very shortly. My son doesn't know his head from his backside. I am the only one qualified to be making his decisions for him, and I say that he leave with me right now.
No, I won't. I can choose my own path.
Shen, how dare you?
I am tired of you controlling my life. I love Rahasia, and I want to be with her forever.
And I want to stay with Shen forever, Father.
I don't know if you can trust Rahasia, Shen.
Do not trust that Sandral girl, Shen. She is treacherous like her father and will only betray you.
No, Shen, don't believe him. But...
Get away from my daughter, Matale!
Turn away, Shen.
I see. I wonder how I could ever have thought so differently about
Interesting.
you, Rahasia. How could
I don't usually go down this route. I usually go with getting them together or slaughtering them all. So this is an interesting third
For
option.
one another, it would never have worked. There would have been too many problems. Sometimes it's just better to let things die.
Shen, wait! I love you!
I'm sorry, Rahasia, it just won't work. In fact, I don't think I like you very much at all. You remind me too much of your father.
You made the right choice, Shen.
Yes, and I thank you for showing me what I had to do. I'm ready to leave now, Father.
Let's go home then. Here is your reward, Jedi, for your assistance. This isn't over, Sandrals. I will take this affront directly before the Jedi Council.
I think I have done this choice before, but it's been a minute. I usually do one of the two extremes. I either get them together or kill them all.
Come inside, Rahasia. Let's get the stink of that Matale dog off you.
And we got 1,000 credits for it. Alright, I will talk to Bastila.
How can I help?
I wanted to talk to you about that dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
Still don't understand why we shared a vision.
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
But how did our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Well, thanks a lot.
Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word. That we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to.
I have another question.
What would you like to know?
You think we'll receive more of these visions?
With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us. But when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance... As you wish. We really should return our thoughts to business anyway. How can I help? No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
I think you're interested in more than just the bond between us.
Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing. I mean, I find your command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Our relationship? Is this some kind of clumsy come-on?
I was referring to the bond we share. The one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this.
Whoa, touched a nerve there, huh?
Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves, most definitely. I suppose this is what you men consider being witty. Are you going to answer my questions, or would you rather just keep annoying me?
The second one.
I see you intend to be childish about this. I guess I won't get anywhere continuing our discussion right now, will I? I suppose I'll just have to speak to you again later. Hopefully you'll behave a little less like a little boy, and a little more like a man. How can I help? I do? How did you know?
Well, your face is scrunched up like a Kinrath pup.
A Kinrath pup? It most certainly is not. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I feel... whatever I think about you.
You have feelings for me?
That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
You could warn me when I do something bad. Blink once for dark side, twice for light.
This is not a joke. The choices you make could affect both our destinies. Not to mention the fate of the Republic and the entire galaxy. There is much at stake. Already you exhibit the kind of willfulness, erratic behavior, and lack of compassion that will lead you to corruption. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
Why are you getting so upset?
I'm sorry if I come across as harsh, but I am concerned. For you, for our mission, and for myself as well. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
Won't do anything to hurt you.
I believe you truly mean what you say, for now. But sometimes it is not so easy to keep such promises. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light. I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
You have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
We found some incomplete star map and mention of something called the Star Forge.
This news of a Star Forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
Ever brash, ever disrespectful. This is what we have pinned our hopes on?
Peace, Rook. We have discussed this. There is no other choice. The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Good, others will only slow me down.
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. Keep the example of Juhani fresh in your mind. You may need a reminder of the dangers of the path that leads to the dark side.
Great, Bastila again. Anyone else you want me to stick with?
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time, Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
When do I leave?
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malik becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Alright. Let's go to Tatooine. Actually, you know what? Let's do Korriban first, because why the fuck not? Padawan, a word if I may. There are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There is talk that they are sending you on a mission to help us against Malik and the Sith. I just realized it's been almost 2 years since the coronavirus first discovered in China in December of 2019. Make of that what you will. Yeah? I don't think the Council would want me to speak openly of this mission. Please understand that I am not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the order of the Republic. Whatever the task the Council has given to you is for your eyes, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well, and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. I can look after myself. Yes, your skill and prowess are already well known throughout this academy, but even you would be wise to heed my warnings. Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here at the academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Terran-Titek, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes this creature so dangerous? The Terran-Titek is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong, with primal cunning, and they have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe in the Terran-Titek, is a monster bred by... goddammit. Fortunately, the Terran-Titek is quite rare. They only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Sounds like they're extinct. That is not the first time the Terran-Titek have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they could lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when their power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malik's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try and exterminate them. The Great Hunt, what's that? The Great Hunt was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered throughout the galaxy, helping to rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know that they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered the Terran-Titek were behind the killings. It was decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. Cost? What cost? Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected to be harboring the Terran-Titek. The Great Hunt did not rest until all the creatures had been slain, or almost all. There were still rumors of Terran-Titek on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believed to be the birthplace of the Sith. And that is where Exar Kun was corrupted during the First Sith War. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing the Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, though 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. The work of killing the Terran-Titek, you mean? The Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Duran Queldrama, Gun Harsashish, and Shayla Nur. These 3 shared a powerful bond, and fucking hell, the Council felt that together they would be able to defeat the Terran-Titek they found, and by supporting each other, they could resist the temptations of Korriban and the lure of the dark side. But none of the three survived. Their master felt them become one with the Force when they left the world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in search of their remains, so their extinct fate is not known. But let their deaths serve as a warning to you, Padawan. Thanks for the warning, I'll be careful. A final warning as you go, Padawan. Do not underestimate the Terran Detect. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. I did post a comment with video evidence of that yesterday, but to put it short, Pie Guy has done a lot of scummy practices lately on both his main channel and gaming channel. Yeah, I saw that clip, like, you linked to me, of him saying that he, like, banned a bunch of people for talking about that Hillenburg and Camp Coral thing. And I definitely think that's really lame that he would do that. I do get not wanting to continue that conversation if it's not productive. Kind of like me with the whole Rio thing, right? I gave up on that conversation, which is why I don't reply to those comments anymore. But I would never dream of banning someone for their comments, no matter what they say to me. The only people I ban are spam bots. I don't ban actual people, regardless of how mean they are to me.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
What happened next?
The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
You dropped from orbit. Those droids sure were something.
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons.
Basilisk droids are really fucking cool.
An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
I want a Basilisk war droid.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know? Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest human. Here's a stamina-boosting stimulant to help you get tougher. There anything else? You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
What do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Did it backfire?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something, or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
An asteroid?
Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Isn't this missions room? I thought this was missions room. I guess she's up here. Right, so she'd be over here, actually. No? What the fuck? I just went in a circle, didn't I? Now this is missions room, that's right.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Terrace. I still can't believe it's gone. I mean, I grew up there and now it's just gone.
Malik will pay for what he did, mission.
Yeah, I know. The Jedi got rid of Revan, so I figure Malik's days are numbered too. But that doesn't make the pain go away, you know? Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's just... it's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malik, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Terrace, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malik or the Sith, I'll be there for you. Hey there. Look. I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up.
Why do you hate her so much?
My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked.
Did Lena dump him?
I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
Sounds like you're jealous.
I saw Lena for what she really was. A busty, credit-grubbing cantina rat. She used Griff and took away the only family I had. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were going to try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
Maybe something happened to him.
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. Part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with? Okay.
Hey, I know how the galaxy map works.
How can I help? Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan. It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
But that's not what I heard.
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please. How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi, then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
So the Jedi separate children from their families.
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
It sounds idiotic. I would never agree to that.
The gift of the Force comes with a high cost. Sacrifice of one's emotional attachments is one of the prices a Jedi must be willing to pay. The alternative is to fall prey to the dark side.
Why wouldn't you be allowed to love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
Who weren't you on good terms with?
I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
You sound very sad when you say that.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission. How can I help? Can I suggest we...
Yes, what's on your mind?
You've been very quiet lately, you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Oh, poor baby. You need filling in on some detail?
You want to be smart, do you? Fine, so long as I get some questions answered. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange?
They thought it was more important that I help find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
I said there's a bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? have trouble believing that. I've been watching you. You can be cruel and impulsive, a Jedi without self-control or training, and yet the Council sends you on your way. Why? I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Are you saying that I'm not needed?
No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted, or that I want to go. It's just... Damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
And just what are you going to do about it?
Nothing. Not yet. Just better hope I don't get a reason to. Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing. Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Hey, like I said, we'll do Korriban first. Mix things up a little.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Foreshadowing. There's a star map.
Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. There are some who believe Korriban is the birthplace of the Sith. This planet is an evil place. There are secrets here best left uncovered.
Looked like Starmac was in some sort of cave.
During the vision, I felt cold and trapped, almost as if I was buried alive. It felt like we were in some kind of tomb. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
It'd be safer if you stayed hidden on the ship.
Maybe you're right. Most of the Dark Jedi would only know me by name, but there are a few among them who might recognize my face. For the safety of our mission, I must remain on the Ebon Hawk while we are on this planet.
Hey, look, Zalbar. Just checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Not right? What do you mean? Someone's been into the emergency stash of food. Mish and I asked everyone, but no one knows anything about it. You might want to check out the food stores next time you're in the cargo hold. Strangely, the food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Examine the supplies more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate the theft was from pests or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they have managed to avoid detection by you or your companion so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. You think you hear the patter of footsteps behind you. When you stop, there's nothing there. You hear the patter of footsteps. When you stop to listen, they disappear. Yeah, same. Alright, cargo hold. Alright, I don't know if there's anyone who actually cares, but are we going to kick her off? Or are we going to help her? And I'll wait a second for a response. If I don't get one, we will just kick her off. Get out of here, whoever you are, right now. I want you out of here, off my ship. I don't care. Off you go, now. Suck it up, sister. Find someone who cares. I mean, it's possible for South Park post-COVID to get a DVD Blu-ray season, but I highly doubt it, at least for now. Yeah. Alright, let's auto-level mission up.
What? Yes?
Hey there. Don't worry. Okay.
Ah, I see another Jedi come to small Korriban. Yes, good to meet you. How'd you know I'm a Jedi? Ah, well, from the lightsaber you're carrying, naturally. Only a Jedi carry ones like that, correct? There are many people who come to Korriban from throughout Sith space, hoping to join the Academy. Some of them are Jedi who have left the Order. You'll get into the Academy for certain. I understand Jedi who have left the light side are made very welcome. So I imagine. But enough about that. It is very nice to see that the Evan Hawk has returned. I have not seen that ship for some time indeed. Since you're a regular to our little colony, the docking fee is only 25 credits. You don't need to collect the fee. I suppose you are correct. It wouldn't hurt anything if I just let you on through. I'll be on my way. Enjoy your stay in Dresde.
No, that was the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Please, Master Sharadon, give us a chance. We'll do anything to get into the academy.
I'm no master yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. A lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Of course, Sharadon. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Thank you, Sharadon. We understand now.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should... You, Jedi! You're looking to get into the academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
Why are you asking me?
Please, tell him to let us go, I beg you. Silence. Why not ask you? I'm rather exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides, I find it fun. Come now, a decision, please.
Kill them, I don't care.
My thoughts exactly. How lovely to encounter someone with such an agreeable disposition.
The other South Park COVID specials are also not on DVD or Blu-ray at the moment because the network is not very clear on the status of Season 24 currently. Yeah, very true.
Hey there. What can I... Okay.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
You should turn around and move along, kid. You don't want the trouble we give you.
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that,
I think that's a lot of responsibility for simple scum like you.
You couldn't find your backside with both hands and your friends.
How precocious. I think this one tried to make a joke, don't you?
I didn't think it was funny.
Neither did I. A brave face, perhaps, but I'm more interested in being amused at the moment, I think. What do you say? Amuse us. Make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Okay, these two... you know what? No, we're not going to tell the joke this time. We're going to say, if you really want to fight, just make the first move. It'll be your last.
What?
I think someone just stood up to you, Lashao.
Shut up, fool, unless you want to be next.
Yeah? Anytime.
Stop it. This is boring. Let's just go back to the academy.
Fine, we'll go. As for you, I'll find you later. Trust me on that.
You there, human. You're flying the Ebonhawk now. I saw you disembarking earlier. Who wants to know? Name's Lurs. Now that is important. I don't know you, and you don't know me. What's important is that we've been waiting for this shipment for months now. I suppose we should be grateful that the shipment survived Terrace at all, though, right? Anyway, hand it over and let's finish this. Hand over? What are you talking about? Wait a minute, don't you work for Davik? Just how is it you happen to be flying the Ebonhawk anyway? Davik's dead, I presume. The Ebonhawk is... I stole the Ebonhawk from him. Well, when a planet explodes, you've got to expect a few changes. Davik's dead, hey? Maybe you can still help me with something. We had arranged for several kilograms of spice to be shipped to us here aboard the Ebonhawk. Perhaps Davik left it on board? I suspect if it is, it would be in the container we gave him, locked and requiring a code. Might you have seen such a thing, human? I may have. How much is it worth to you? 1,000 credits, and perhaps more if you're interested. What do you say to that? I could take a look into it. Excellent. Set the code on the container to Red 47 when you get to this. When you get the spice, bring it to me here. I'll wait for you. Alright, let's go get the spice. On an interesting note, Trey Parker stated in a recent interview that South Park post-COVID was originally intended for TV, but he doesn't have control on how the network wants to release it. I see. Well, there you go. I really like this mechanic guy because he's super polite.
Nice to see the Hawk still in one piece. Beauty of a ship, that.
How do you know about the Ebonhawk?
Ah, I've seen this little ship before plenty of times. Used to make runs for the Exchange, didn't it? Korriban's nice and remote. The kind of place the Exchange likes.
I knew we'd run into some of Davik's old associates sooner or later. No matter where you go, somebody's working for the Exchange.
You don't need to worry about me saying anything. I don't give a whit what you do with your ship. Smuggling's what the Hawk was made for, though.
Who are you?
Oh, nobody special. I just do the routine maintenance work for the ships that come in. I used to see the Hawk here all the time.
Can I ask you some questions?
You sure can.
What can you tell me about Korriban?
Not much. It's a pretty barren planet, to tell the truth. Not of much interest to anyone. Unless you're a Sith, I guess. They seem to think this place is something special.
Why do you think the Sith think Korriban is special?
Probably all them ruins they found on the surface. That's the reason they built their academy here, I guess. To dig all them ruins up.
There's a Sith academy here? How does someone get to the ruins?
You don't. Not unless you're a Sith in the academy. They're the only ones allowed on the surface. They pay Zerka to ship things in and out, I guess, but that's all closely monitored.
Anyway, like I said, I really like this mechanic. He just has such a polite demeanor.
Yep. Take care now.
Oh yeah, it's in the cargo hold. I'm being stupid. Secret compartment is still locked. Enter access code red 47. Hidden compartment is now unlocked. Alright, we got the spice. What does the spice say, anyway? The term spice has come to describe a wide variety of stimulants mined in a number of worlds. But the highly coveted glitter stim found on Kessel is by far the most precious. Yeah, so it's drugs. But still. I guess if we want to do the stuff with Dustle, we can't complete Korriban until after that. Yeah, let's head up to the academy and kill that one chick. What powers does Mission have? Powers. She has stun, wound, and force push. I don't remember exactly when I made Mission into a Jedi on this save, but yeah. Greetings, welcome to Korriban. If there's anything you need, you can talk to me. What sort of merchandise do you offer? Weapons mostly, yeah. I've got connections, you'll need them if you're going to be spending any time here. What sort of connections? Mandalorian raiders occasionally drop by, needing to get rid of some extras that they can't sell to civilized systems. They treat me well, I treat them well, it works out. So if you need weapons, and you probably will, this is the place to come. Can I see your merchandise? Certainly, allow me to punch at the stock. All pretty common stuff. Yeah, let's go give this spice to Lurs. There you are. Do you have the spice, human? Yes, I do. So you do. That does indeed look like the amount that Davik promised. Very well. 1,000 credits is yours for the exchange for the spice. I don't work for Davik, remember? I want more. I suppose we should count ourselves fortunate you're here to deliver Davik's promise at all. 1,500 credits, human, but no more. Allow me to take the spice off your hands. My employers will be most pleased. Tell me, might you be interested in earning more credits? Maybe. Tell me more. It's a simple courier mission. Mata the Hutt on Tatooine awaits delivery of a box that I hold. The spice was his, and the box is his repayment. There's no danger involved, human, so long as you do not attempt to open the box yourself. I'm sure Mata will pay you what was promised to Davik for the delivery. I believe 2,000 credits was the agreed sum. Make it 3,000 credits and we have a deal. If you want more, to bargain with Mata, not me. He's the one you'll be working for on this mission. It's his box after all. Bring it to him, and you can haggle all you want over the price, although I should warn you that Mata doesn't like to renegotiate. Alright, I'll do it. Very good. I will have some of my workers load the box onto the Ebon Hawk for you. It will be waiting there for you. Remember, do not open the box. Now I must go. My employers thank you for your assistance.
Hey there. Don't worry. Okay, have it your...
Yeah, what do you...
Okay, so he does have more stories. We'll talk to him again in a minute. But first, let's bash this sign. Yeah. There it goes. Tol Akbar. He's a Pazak guy, right? Yeah, he's a Pazak guy. I'm not gonna play any Pazak right now. Mika Dorn. What does she do again? Oh, that's a he. Whoops, that's a Rhodian. Greetings, Sentient. You are the owner of the Evanhawk, yes? Or the latest owner, at least. I'm honored to meet you. I am Mika Doran, manager of this establishment. Is there something you're needing, Sentient? The owner of the Evanhawk is always welcome in the Drezhde Cantina. You know something about the Evanhawk? Only what I hear from the rumors, Sentient. The Hawk has been a frequent visitor to Korriban in the past, though often with a different owner. In all fairness, I should tell you that many of the past owners were suspected of being smugglers, slavers, and pirates. It was even whispered that some worked for the exchange. But I always found the Hawk's owners to be excellent citizens of fine character. The kind of people I prefer to do business with, much better than the Sith at least. Anything interesting going on here? The cantina has been provided by the Circa Corporation, and it is a quiet place. This is as I prefer it. Elsewhere in Drezhde is not always safe and quiet. Drezhde is run as the Sith wish. The Sith are not always pleasant in their dealings with others. If I had to say, I would prefer they and their academy were not present here, but I do not. That's all for now. As you desire, Sentient. Sans is a battle that went on for a long time, but in a good way, whereas Y2K postmodern RPG battles go on for a long time in bad ways. Yes, exactly.
What do you want?
Who are you?
I'm trying to get into the Sith Academy. Around here they call us hopefuls.
What do you think your chances are?
I thought they were good, but I've been here for days now, and I haven't drawn any attention at all. I suppose that might be good. I don't know.
Same for Undying the Undying? Yeah, she's a great fight.
Shown to other hopefuls has been pretty deadly.
How does someone get into the academy?
I wish I knew, to tell you the truth. You have to impress one of the Sith, I guess. Either way, it's Yuthura Ban who makes the final decision. She's a Twi'lek Sith master, I hear. Very high rank. She's the one who decides which hopefuls make it in and which ones don't.
Where is Yuthura Ban?
I really couldn't say. I hear that sometimes she comes out into the colony to drink at the cantina, though. But I guess she could be anywhere.
I'll be on my way.
Alright. Goodbye.
Yeah, so Yuthura's not in here yet, but I think once I go outside and come back in, she will be.
I cannot render assistance, citizen.
Here she is. Malaya.
You. I remember you. What are you doing here? Did the Jedi Council send you? I swear I will expose you if they have.
I will not suffer your insults.
But you will. You pretend to be a Sith, and I know who you are. I have cursed your name every moment since we last met on Dantooine. I am Belaya. Once of the Jedi, but now of the Sith. It was your murder of Juhani that placed this bitter blackness in my heart. I couldn't touch you on Dantooine, but I can here. The Sith have taught me the power of freedom and revenge. For Juhani!
I have to stand attention. Please don't distract me, whoever you are. Fine, I'll leave you to it.
Please, don't hurt me.
Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy?
Are you one of the Sith from the Academy?
Isn't that obvious? You must be very sharp to possess such an astute sense of perception. Obviously death, however, since I asked you to leave.
Can I ask you some questions?
No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun.
Okay, so I need to talk to them about Mikkel. Yeah, just tell me about Mikkel, how you've been waiting here. For so many days, you're so hungry. Some of us have died. But I must stay strong, I must. I will keep standing. Who put you up to this? Mikkel. He's one of the Sith. He's watching us from over there. He said this is how we would prove our worth. I must be strong, Mikkel. Mikkel will find me worthy, I hope. Yeah, so he's just making them stand here and starve themselves to death. While, he watches.
Is there something specific you wanted?
Are you Mikkel?
And what if I am?
Why are you making those men stand around there?
That is the whole point. Personally, I think it's wonderful fun. Those fools actually think that if they stand there long enough, I'll let them become a Sith. Idiots. Sith is not a bantha, all endurance and no brains. A Sith would fight for his life, no matter the odds. If these rot grubs are as stupid as they seem, then they deserve their fate.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, it is. I wonder which one will be the last standing. Should I tell him then that his hopes are in vain, do you think? It is a bit boring standing out here all day, however. I think I'll go for some dinner. It will be fun to think of them while I gorge myself. They'll still be here in an hour or two, surely. I suggest you run along before I decide to make you part of the fun.
You talked to Mikkel? Have I proved my worth? Did he say anything?
No, I'll be going.
No, please. I cannot.
Leave me be. I won't listen to your manipulations. I will make it into the academy. Just a few hours longer. Just a few hours, surely.
You were talking to Mikkel. I saw you. Where did he go? Did he tell you I was worthy? Not yet. He said your final test is to attack that guard. He did? That guard at the door? My final test? At last. I'll do it. I'll prove my strength. Ah! Alright, now Euthura should be in the cantina. Or not. Maybe I need to get the medal first. That might be the case.
Well, this is a Sith colony. There's a law here. I'm here only to protect Zerka's interests.
I suppose you've heard about the destruction of Taurus, yes?
Awful business, that. Zerka lost a fortune there. Not that the Sith care.
What does Zerka do here on Korriban?
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
Can I see what you have to offer?
You certainly can. Allow me to punch up our stock.
Ooh, they got life support kits. That's pretty good this early in the game. Hey, let's stock up on those. And then, ooh, construction kits. Those are good for droids, so we'll get a few of them. And a few advanced med packs wouldn't hurt, too. Some regular med packs, surely. Exar Kun's light battlesuit. There's a lot of cool armor here. What to do? I know when I, save those people at the start, then they'll give me the amulet or the medallion. Yeah, the medallion, that's what it's called. Do I need to talk to the Sith guard? I think that might be it. Out of my way. Because then Euthura will be in here, right? Yeah, after we do that, we gotta talk to the guard first. I'll tell you what, we're actually gonna leave Korriban, and we're gonna go deliver the package. We're gonna look in the box, which is a terrible mistake, but we gotta solve riddles, and if we don't, we die. It's a real pain in the ass. There's the box. Do you wish to open the box? Yes, open the box. Check this shit out. What the hell's up with this box, right? This is what I have to deliver, is this box with this fucking, world in it. What? Something else coming to my prison already? So very long time and nothing. Then in a span of mere months, 3 in a row. What's your luck? Well, let's have a look at you. Biped. More or less symmetrical. Far less hair than the last one. Opposable digits. Mostly water, hey? I suppose you'll have to do. Have to for what? For a body, of course. I don't want to remain in this prison forever. No. I'm a prisoner here, as are you. Yes, indeed. Though I suspect by accident rather than by sentence. Yes, I was put here on purpose. My own purpose. My own people put our criminals into the cages like this. Well, our minds anyway. For really terrible criminals like me, our mind gets locked away forever. How long have I been in here now? 1, 4, no. Wait, longer than that. I've been here for I've never been very good with numbers. You did say 3 in a row earlier. Has there been others besides me? Oh, yes, indeed. 2 others of entirely different species visited me before. I couldn't speak with them like I can with you, however. They eventually grew angry and ran off into the whiteness. If you go far enough out, you may find them, though I wouldn't recommend it. They are likely quite mad. All this whiteness can do that to you. It'll drive you mad, mad, mad. Is there a way out of here? Well, now that is a most interesting question. Yes, indeed. I've been here for long enough to ponder that. How many years now? 1,000? 10,000? Bah, I can never remember the numbers, even when I kept track. The point is that now I know a way out of here, of this clever little prison. Interesting that wouldn't you say? Interesting that, wouldn't you say? Out to where? If you get out of here, your body's probably dead. How clever of you to realize that. Indeed, you are correct. Your body, however, is not. Now, before you go off getting all excited and defensive, let me tell you that I can't go jumping into your body without your willing agreement. Conversely, you can't go jumping back into your body without my knowledge. This leaves us as something of an impasse, wouldn't you agree? So what do you suggest? What I suggest is for us to settle this now like civilized beings. It is like this, dear sentient. If you like, we could spend the next 1,000 years debating. You want out, I want out. Could go on and on. Unless your species is remarkably long-lived, I doubt your body has 1,000 years. And frankly, I doubt either of us is going to convince the other of anything, yes? So why waste the time? A simple competition between the 2 of us, and we settle the matter. You win, you go free. I win, I go free, yes? That sounds deceptively simple. Does it? In truth, I've had a long time to think it over. You can take your time thinking about it yourself, but why? What kind of competition do you mean? I have a little clue as to which activities you are superior at. You are the same disadvantage with me, I suspect. So, the best game is one of the mind. An exchange of riddles, perhaps. The first of us to fail at an answer loses. What do you think? Don't seem to have much of a choice. No need to be fussy. If I seem to be moving fast, it's simply because I've had an overabundance of time to consider this scenario. That being the case, and seeing as this is technically my home, I'll go first. Now let's see. Until I am measured, I am not known. Yet how you miss me when I have flown. Time? Yes, I suppose that was an easy one. Perhaps I should have used all this time to think of harder riddles, hey? Fair is fair. Sentient, your turn. If you break me, I do not stop. Let's do this one. What matter of plant could that be? But it does not grow, so it is no plant at all. It is a mountain. Yes, that is it. Very clever, Sentient. But it is my turn once again. I never was, yet always will be. I have never seen, yet always come. I carry nothing, yet hold much for some. That'd be tomorrow. Yes. You have the right of it. Tomorrow it is. Fair is fair, Sentient. Your turn. If you break me, I do not stop working. If you touch me, I may be snared. If you lose me, nothing will matter. Oh my! There are not many things that keep on working once they're broken. Oh yes. Your heart. Your heart is the answer. Very clever, Sentient. But it is my turn once again. Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use for it. Who uses it has no knowledge of it. A grave. Yeah? Yes, that's it. A grave. It is. Though I'll likely never see one. Fair is fair, Sentient. Your turn. Flying to Dantooine, I met 5 ships. Each ship has 5 crewmen. Each crewman has 5 pets. How many in all are flying to Dantooine? No, not numbers. Never have I been good with numbers. Think. 5 times 5 and the 1... No. I carry the 2 at 94? No, 96. It's 96? It's 1. I'm the only one flying to Dantooine. Ah, fooled. I have been fooled. Fooled myself. Very, very clever of you. You have won. Sigh. It appears my destiny is to be imprisoned here even longer. Are you ready to return to your body, sentient? Before I go, what's your name? And my name, it's, well... How do you like that? I've completely forgotten. I think I knew it 1,000 years ago. I guess I've been here so long I've forgotten. My, that is depressing. I could try to find some other way to get you out of here. I doubt you could help. My people made quite certain that escaping these prisons was a difficult prospect, you know. Took me as long as I've been here to figure out the only exit. And even then, I'm sure it's only happened because my prison is no longer secure. I do wonder how that happened. Are my people still about? If they were, I can't see that they've let me out of my prison so easily. But even if they were gone, I doubt you'd be able to find any way to release me. No, I suppose I shall just have to wait for someone who is not as proficient as riddles as you are to come along. I could destroy your prison once I'm out if you wish. Oh, I certainly doubt that, no offense, but your species hardly strikes me as advanced. Besides, I'm not ready to explode into bitty atoms just yet. I'm ready to go. There's nothing complicated to it. It's better for me to just show you than teach you. Just close your eyes a moment, sentient. There's another video of someone on YouTube did a no-hits run on September 23rd, 2015, which goes to show that someone was quick to truly master the game back when it was a new thing. Yeah, that's true. There's a few of those that you're like, wow, how do they do that so easily and quickly? If I hold on to this, will that give me, like... Can I take it to the Starforge system planet and, like, use it there, perhaps? You know, I kind of want to do that. Let's go get HK-47. Let's do that. That'll be fun.
Yes, what's in
Not
your
you.
mind? You got it.
Alright. I'm looking it up, and it looks like you can't take the box to the Starforge system planet, so that's kind of lame. But I'll be right back.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malik and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Looked like he was in some sort of cave.
A star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
The box doesn't seem to be active anymore. Perhaps it can only be used once by each owner.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve. After some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
I do not need to pay the fee.
You know, I don't think you need to pay the fee. We'll let it go this time.
Well, that was easy. Sure wish I had special mind-affecting force powers.
This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Actually, I really need to get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
I noticed that you're leaving YouTube for now video from around December 23rd, 2019 got privated or deleted. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Ah, yes, here it is. Looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What shipment? What are you talking about? This is docking bay 32, isn't it? Yes, it is. And that's what I have here on the requisition form. Everything seems to be in order. The Gizka are your problem now. Excuse me, did you say Gizka? It says right here that the manifest that you ordered a crate of Gizka to be delivered to the docking bay 32. That's right. Now, all I need is your thumbprint for the... Wait a second. Where did the data pad go? At any rate, the Gizka are yours. None of the loaders said the crate split open. One of the loaders said the crate split open when we put it in your hold. Some of the critters might have gotten loose. This happens, I'm afraid. We don't accept liability. And I certainly wouldn't take the cargo off. Yeah, so that video I just took down when I came back because it's no longer really relevant, you know? Alright, so now we're going to go get HK-47, and then we're going to go off and pawn the Gizka off on somebody else. On Manon.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left.
Speak, I'm listening.
I'll try not to take up too much of your time. I realize that everyone is out for themselves on Tatooine. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes.
This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. Please. Will no one help? You, please.
What is raid plate? Where did you get it?
It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud.
Speaking of old stuff, you've been live streaming this specific video game for almost 2 years, since December 20th, 2019. I don't blame you, since the game is stupidly long. Yeah, this is one of my favorite games as well, and I had to start a new save because my old Xbox I was on red ringed. It was a 360. Let's talk about what to do with this plate.
Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They are worth more than 500 credits.
Can't buy it, but I could take it and sell it for you.
I don't know. How could I be sure you would come back? Are you sure you can't buy it? Please.
You trust me. You will give me the plate to sell.
I trust you. Take the plate and sell it. I will wait here for you. I'll be here. Please don't take too long. I need the credits. Maybe we can get started again. Maybe. You're back. Please hurry.
Now, where do I get the license again? There's a Zerka I gotta go to Zerka to get the license, so let me go do that real quick. This the Zerka office? Yep, sure is. The Xbox 360 Red Ring of Death. Seems like you're having that problem a lot lately. Well, no, that was the one time I had the problem. Although, to be fair, I have been on this new save file since 2019, actually. So there you go. Stop your shouting, fool. What's this about? I'm done talking with his office. They aren't interested in listening to me. I doubt they will even acknowledge I was here. Typical corporate evasion. And that's what happens when they bring their... when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother bringing it up.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Circuit Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
I want to ask about hunting licenses.
As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
Is there no way to get a license?
Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
I will agree to do this for you.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
I'll get to it, then.
Very good. Zerka Corporation looks forward to your future business.
Don't you believe a word of what Zerka Corporation said in there. There's always a peaceful solution to conflict. They're just lazy. Is this about Zerka wanting the Sand People chieftain killed? So you are the killer that they hired. I'm just going to walk out there and wipe them out? I'd expect no less from fools. The Sand People aren't animals. I watched them. And they are intelligent. There must be a way to peacefully stop the attacks, I know it. But no one will try, of course. You can't even leave the city without Zerka approval, and they won't want Sand People dead. The Zerka Corporation said the Sand People attacked first. Well, yes, they did. They attacked the Zerka, who deployed numerous giant sand crawlers and started tearing up the desert with ion shovels and whatever else. What would you have done? To the Sand People, it must have seemed like an invasion. There were no negotiations for territory or resources. I don't think killing has been justified. But as a conservationist, I'm hoping someone at least tries to talk to them. What would you suggest then? Communication. If we could just speak to them, but they don't talk, at least not in any language an average translator can understand. There was even a Jedi here a few years ago that couldn't seem to get through to them. I think that ended in blood too. I'm not saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe a real translation droid, not these old protocol scrap heaps walking around. Who would have a capable droid? They're pretty rare, even on well-stocked worlds, but I'm sure I heard something about an unusual droid shop here on Tatooine. I heard that Yukalaka say it could speak to a Sand People dialect. With that droid, maybe you could talk to them. I wouldn't survive. Maybe with desert robes as a disguise, someone could get into their enclave. Maybe I'll look into it. Sure, that's what Zerg Corporation keeps saying. And then they just start shooting again. The fighting won't stop until they're all dead. Or until Circa leaves. The one is as likely as the other with the way things are going. Bah, what do I know? Alright, now we're gonna go sell it and then fuck her over. Well now, new face. Come to test your skill on the endless dunes of Tatooine, Faz's Lodge. This world may not have much, but it does have the meanest predators on this side of the Galactic Rim, a hunter's paradise. I have something to sell you. So I see. That's the biggest desert raid place I've seen in the season. Whoever got this was a skilled hunter. I've got a premium price for that. Does 5,000 credits sound fair? Or 500 credits sound fair? Yeah, that'll do nicely. I thought it would. Do you have anything else to sell? That's it for now. Alright, thanks for your business. How much of this game is gibberish voice acting? Any of the alien characters have that voice acting. All the human characters speak normally. Or at least most of the human characters do. Alright, let's talk to her.
You're back. Please, have you sold the plate I gave you? My children and I are counting on the credits.
Yes, I've sold the plate.
You have? Did Faza give you a good price? How much did you get for us?
I got a good price. You got nothing.
What? But I trusted you. How can you stand there and... No. I won't give you the satisfaction.
You know what? Sometimes you're nothing but a bully.
You have no conscience. That plate was all I had. We're trapped here now. All because of you. Darkness, take you, monster.
The role of the weak is to serve the will of the strong. I'm glad you understand that.
You know what? Sometimes you're nothing but a bully.
You said the same thing twice, Mission. I guess you really had to hammer the point home. Alright, there's gonna be Dark Jedi here, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. But it feels so good to be bad. Okay, there should be 3 Dark Jedi over on this side of this wall, so...
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Alright, I'm down.
Yeah?
Yeah?
What?
An advanced med tackle? Okay, so we need life support kits then.
Yeah?
Huh?
Sure.
Alright, let's get HK-47. Once we have the boy, nothing can go wrong. What is this? A customer I don't recognize? Perhaps you bring off-world money to Yukalaka. What do you have available in your shop? You're lucky to have come at this time. I have one droid ready to go. I just took possession of it, an HK-47. It's a fine protocol translator. I think it's been modified. It claims to understand the Sand People dialect, and also has some armor mounts. Combat ready, perhaps. Let me ask you a few questions about HK-47. Of course. Let me just say that every function I've tested has performed perfectly. Those that I could find, anyway. Okay. What does the HK-47 designation mean? I haven't a clue. It doesn't match any protocol unit standard. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm interested. Let's talk the price. It's a very solid machine. I can't let it go for less than 5,000 credits. Can I convince you to lower the price a bit? 4,000 on a credit list. That was quick. Desperate to sell? No, not really. But the first figure really was high. Perhaps I can convince you to go lower. Lower? How low are you expecting me to go? These are difficult times. This droid covered was a large one. You will lower your price. I deserve it.
I can be pretty convincing when I have to be. That mind trick is something else.
I will lower my price for you. You're deserving 2,000 credits. Or 2,500 credits, no lower. You will? I mean, of course you will. Let me just withdraw these credits. Hey, you weren't lying. Well, thank you very much. Just go over and talk to him. I'll deactivate the restraining bolt when you take possession. It's a good purchase, especially if it actually speaks to the Sand People dialect, like it said. Of course, I don't think it was telling me everything. Not many droids are programmed to lie, though. Thanks, goodbye. Alright, we got the boy.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Travel with me now.
Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Alright, we got him now. Do a 3 to 6, 2 to 7. Alright, HK-47 is fully equipped now. Are you aware that they are making a new show called House of the Dragon, which is a prequel to the television series Game of Thrones? Yes, I have heard of that. And I don't know that I'll watch it. We'll see. With how badly Game of Thrones ended, I don't have high hopes for how well they can handle it at this point. Imagine if the next Star Wars movie was nothing but the alien characters talking gibberish the whole time. That's what the Star Wars Holiday Special is, dude. And no subtitles on that one, either. It's just a bunch of Wookiees going... Rrr, 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 rrr. Like, there's a couple of characters that talk English, but mostly it's just Wookiees going... Rrr, 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 rrr. There's a Gizka. Let's pick it up. You try to pick up the Gizka, but it wriggles from your grasp and plops back down to the floor. The Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Let's pet it. You scratch the little critter behind its nubs that pass for ears, and it coos enthusiastically in response. Let's kill it. The fragile creature's neck is easily wrung. Strangely enough, another Gizka shows itself moments later, crawling out from between the two panels. Yeah, so Gizka are a pain in the ass. They constantly breed and, like, reproduce like nuts. So now we're gonna go pawn them off on someone else, because fuck them. You're referring to the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special that was released last year on November 17th, 2020 on Disney Plus, right? No! I'm referring to the original Star Wars Holiday Special from 1977? 78? 1978. And, it's really bad.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Revan and Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manam is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
Looked like it was underwater.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location. How can I help?
You want to talk to me?
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahn.
I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me.
You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
I make you tremble? Do you get all tingly inside, too?
What? No, of course not. Not like that, anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy. Or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I have seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety. For it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this. But I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know that temptation very well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
Are you saying the light side is innocent of killing?
One who serves the light does not strike down an innocent. We take arms against the dark side and the injustice that follows it only. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened.
Foreshadowing.
So we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required, such as?
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Alright, does Karth have anything to add?
Yes, what's in your mind?
Let's talk to him about the Gizka.
I'm not really sure. You can figure it out on your own.
I sure can, because that's why we're here. Alright, let's bring Bastila and Mission.
How can I help? Then I suggest we move...
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps that the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And man with all the cameras around the cell camp would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude. Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Alright, here we go. Greetings, human, and welcome to the Auto City Visitors Provisional Stand. We are here to provide visitors with a manner of indigenous treats and products produced right here on Manon. We carry all manner of foods and provisions, and have contacts with resellers across the world to provide you, the customer, with the best shopping experience possible. How is it that Auto City Provisional Company can help you today? So maybe it's not this guy then. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Not gonna be this guy. Maybe up here then. Yeah, this guy right here. Greetings. Forgive me if it seems like an odd question, off-worlder, but might you have some exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. I have some Gizka if you're interested. Gizka, you speak of the small bipedal amphibians with the overly high reproductive rate, correct? Oh no, I'm afraid I cannot take those. A compatriot of mine made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures several months ago. Within weeks, our storage facilities were nearly overrun. If you're in possession of such creatures, I hope you keep them separated. If not, you have meant my condolences. But these are special Gizka. They don't reproduce like the others do. But you want to take these Gizka off my hands. But maybe we could use these Gizka after all. It is better than having nothing at all to show, I suppose. Consider difficult, you provide... No. God damn it, I didn't get any money. I need a higher persuade skill, god damn it. Oh well. We got the experience points anyway. Yeah, leaving the Auto City security zone, cameras deactivated. Shut up, I know, god damn. Just let me in my damn ship. I tell you what, we're gonna go back to Tatooine. Too bad we can't go to Yavin Station on this. We'd have to be on my Xbox One, because you can't get the DLC anymore on original Xbox. Not that that's very good anyway, it's just one, like, station that has, a couple of encounters. Oh, hi Corbin. How you doing? Yes, look who randomly joined indeed. I tell you what, we will bring Karth and Bastila with us. Two watching again, nice? Yeah. Alright, let's give him more treat injury. And more awareness. Give him... Let's see. Force Valor. Energy resistance. Fire shield, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We'll give him Force Lightning.
I'm here.
What?
There we go. There's Excuse me. I know it's been a very long time, dear. But aren't you Bastila, Helena's little girl? Yes, it is you. I can see it in the eyes. My, how you've grown.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother.
Oh yes, I worked for your father on an expedition years ago. Your mother showed me hollows of you before you left. Such a pretty little girl you were.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Don't be rude, Bastila. I didn't mean to take up your time. I just wanted to ask if your mother's condition has improved any since I saw her.
My mother's condition?
Oh, you don't know? Oh dear, I just thought I assumed she had found you. When I talked to her last, she was desperate to find you.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order.
You're going back to sleep, but you're watching this while you go?
Did you say anything about my father?
I'm sorry, dear, but your mother is very ill. She told me. She didn't say anything about your father, however? She didn't say anything about your father, however. I didn't see him.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
She's here on Tatooine, dear. In the cantina. You really should go see her, considering her condition. I guess we should go see her. I guess you should go see your mother, Bastila.
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she's really sick, well, we shall see.
Imagine leaving this on while you sleep, lol. Yeah.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
I love the alien languages. Yeah, they're pretty good. That human woman. I am outraged at her arrogance. You. Do all of your species possess such annoying pedestals? I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Step back, fool. I don't like your tone. See, that's the same attitude. That don't even talk to me look she had. I swear, Helena must be your word for pit ranker. I don't know, isn't that your mother's name, Bastila?
My mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Seen her? Human, you couldn't miss her if you tried. She strolled into the cantina like she owns the place. She's still there? Probably. I don't think anyone else could top her attitude, so she won't be leaving. I won't be back.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
You're actually looking for her? You humans. You're all out of your mind. Alright, let's go complete unfinished business real quick. Who are you? Ah, nobody. What do you want, huh? Handouts? Go dig a mine, fool. I have a box for you sent by Lurs. Hey, what's this? A box? Oh, that box. Yeah, I know what box you're talking about. I thought they were supposed to be here a month ago. You take a detour, huh? Ah, never mind. You open the box? No, of course not. Smart man. Live longer that way. I suppose you're expecting payment now. I'll give you 2,000 credits for the box. You can run on your way. You want to pay me a little more? I want to pay you more. But I don't like it. Take your money and let me get back to race business. I'll have some of my spaceport workers unload the box from your ship. You take the credits and go. Say hello to Lurs for me.
I'm not racing until my parts come in. And who knows when that'll be.
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like that? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the End Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
Of all the Jedi in the galaxy, why do we get the one who's absent-minded?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carl. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
I don't know if it's on Game Pass. You can play it on Xbox One. I didn't see it on Game Pass, but maybe they added it. So if they did, then great. But I did play it through my disc on there.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Well, let's see it. All right.
I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
But yeah, if it's on Game Pass, I highly recommend it. It is one of my favorite games of all time.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift.
What do you mean by you old boys?
You're just another of his buddies from that hunting club. I know your kind. You all cover for each other, I bet. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did. Oh, I'm through planning. I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart. I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
Lastly, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? Would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat.
What did they see exactly?
There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you. But the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians. But you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right. And every single one of them would have been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done here. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Anyone out there? Could you help? I seem to be, doomed. Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. I don't remember you from Classes Club. You new to Anchorhead? Could you maybe help me get out of here?
You're Tanis, right? Your wife says hello.
I'll bet she does. She's decided I've finally worn out my welcome and she's fixed my droids to do her dirty work.
This should be interesting.
I triggered some sort of trap sheet program. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out. Yeah, she was right. What? Oh, right, thanks. I guess I'll just die. Come on, help a guy out. So, what's new? Rescued anyone recently? You know, maybe someone trapped in the desert? Well, it would appear that I've worn out my welcome with my wife Marlena. She fixes my droids. Fixed them good this time.
This should be interesting.
I triggered some sort of trap sheet program. The wife put a kink in my battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop. And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
Well, I guess we should help him out.
Yes, I knew I liked this fella the minute I saw him.
I say leave him.
You're pretty heartless for such a pretty lady, you know?
I take it back. Let's congratulate
Yeah,
his
Bastila,
wife.
that's un-Jedi-like.
Really appreciate a bit of help. Please? Just access each droid's repair interface. You'll have to do some tinkering, but be careful. One explosion I can survive. Any more than one and I'm dead. Oh, and ignore the message Marlena left in there. No way do I deserve this, I swear.
Having fun on the dunes, Tannis? I made sure you would. Here's the deal. Your precious droids have trapped you. They'll hold on to you until you die of thirst. Make a mistake while repairing them, they'll explode. Have a good death. My mother was right about you. How many repair parts do I have? I have 6. Okay. Which droid is this? Hold on, let's see which droid this is. So this is... Okay, let's see. Okay. 2, 3, 5, 11, yes, it'd be 7. Two of the above are definitely false. Compare the logic. Let's see. Hold on. Node 2. And all of them? I think that's all of them, yeah. Don't say I didn't help a brother out.
That was unpleasant. Thanks for your help. I'd have been a goner. Hey, and the old bat thought I was dead. He never asked me for anything, but I consider my life worth something. Please, take this. I insist.
You'll give me more or you'll regret it.
What else could I give you? I need what I have to repair my droids and get back up and running.
You will pay me more and like it.
I'd, really like to pay you more. Here, take whatever I have. It's all yours. How did you get me to do that? Damn, that's what got me married and into this mess. That's it, I'm leaving. Now, if you don't mind, I have to limp these boys back to my shop. Hopefully Marlena didn't take the manuals with her.
Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? It may attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them.
I would assume this is done by... You miners are cowards. A single attack wiped you out.
Nothing in the job description covers this. Wait. I guess we'll see how you fare. Here they come again.
How'd you like that?
What can I do? How can I help?
You want to talk?
Hmm? Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't help but wonder what she wants. But perhaps we have better things to do.
Thanks for your help.
The fact that the Star Wars Holiday Special got an official remake in Lego form just shows how desperate they are for cash. Yeah, I didn't even know they did that originally, so there you go.
Huh?
What?
What can I do?
Yeah? Yeah? What?
Anyone! Trapper, over here. Please help me. Please help! I can't.
We got you good now. Squee! We did a good ambush. And you better pay maybe 500 credits now, or you die otherwise. Or you to threaten me, I could be dangerous. What? Girk said they'd be easy picking. Shut up, stupid. Snort. They're not, they're just bluffing. They got no hope at all. That's it, time to die. What? Attack them, they're trying to fight. You in the year 2020 couldn't escape having a Disney Star Wars film. Yeah, there you go. Alright, back to Anchorhead. We'll go to the cantina, talk to Bastila's mother. Then we should probably go... I don't know. Well, we'll see. Wait, we passed the cantina. No, this is the cantina, right here.
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. Usually it's some kid wondering what my old racing days were like when I was back on Taris.
I don't care about your faded glory. I'm not here for story time.
No need to get all confrontational. What are we, sand people? You wouldn't find much fight left in me anyway.
And just die, old man. I'm not backing down.
Why bother? I mean, will this pay for ship maintenance or whatever? You're just looking for coward credits. It'll get you to leave. Just take what credits I have. Take them, and leave me. I don't want anything to do with you.
Yes? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother, but don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. It is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
Only if she deserved it.
I see Bastila seeks out friends that are as selfish as she is. This is how you treat a dying woman?
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
Don't you want to find your father's remains, Bastila?
What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron. An ignoble end to a fine man.
What about your mother's sickness?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Huh? Who are you then? The only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum. Suppose you're fishing for a reaction to the destruction of Taurus. That's all anyone from Off-World is talking about. Well, I'll tell you, it's about time someone kicked the Republic in the tail and got things moving. I guess the Sith are the ones that do it. Don't get me wrong, all those deaths were horrible. The war gets the money moving. Maybe they'll decide to fortify us
Unpopular
out here.
opinion, private Twitter accounts with a log icon, the best accounts. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a hot take, but again, I could see the benefit of not being annoyed with Twitter, but I also don't think I would ever do that. Well, I mean, I guess I did. When I took my hiatus, I privated my Twitter account for a while, but, you know, I don't really use the damn thing anyway. Anything more local?
No.
Anything you don't know, or no you won't tell me?
Just no. I don't look for trouble. You'll have to talk to people yourself if you want more than that. If you don't mind... Yeah.
Zerka Corporation should just close this one.
Alright, tell you what, we're gonna head back to Korriban. We're gonna go start the Sith Academy, and then we're gonna call it for the night. Because it's getting pretty late, and I'm pretty tired, and I have to work tomorrow.
Same people wiped out my moisture. What does Zerka do? Nothing.
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick.
I'll take however long I want, understand?
Is there some kind of problem? I'm just doing my job. I don't want any trouble from you.
I think you're my problem. Maybe I should do something about it.
Hey, why are you threatening me? I just repair the crawlers. It's not like I'm packing away the credits. I don't need this. What are you trying to prove?
I'm not a threat. You like me and want to give me credits.
The Force is not a thing to be trifled with. Continue to use it frivolously and you may find yourself straying down the dark path.
I suppose I do like you. Here's a few creds. Is there something else? All right then. Back to work, I guess.
Well, again, another issue with YouTube is when someone privates all of their videos, it's not always easy to tell unless you save the original links, because clicking on their channel will just say this channel has no content. You cannot tell if the videos are deleted or privated unless you have the original links saved / bookmarked. That's true. At least on Twitter, private accounts have a lock account on them, so then you know for sure the person is trying to keep it all to themselves. Yeah, that's true.
Hello again. Is there something else you wanted? All right then.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? Yes, we're still waiting for you to return with the Sand People Chieftain's gaffy stick. I'll reward you well when you do. We don't have any new information on the subject. It's still possible that they have an enclave in the far south of the Dune Sea. And I would remind you that you did agree to do this task for Zerga Corporation. We expect completion in a timely manner. Very well, though I do have... I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the... I'm afraid Zerga Corporation is not... If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Farewell.
Meant like icon, but you know. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I copy and pasted that message from somewhere else of mine, but I forgot to fix the typo and comment. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it, Andy. I know what you mean. Alright, let's see here. Alright, sorry about that. Let's get to Korriban.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
I'd like to know more about your functionality.
Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all.
Thought you said removing your restraining bolt would restore your memory.
Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true.
So you lied to me.
Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Ithorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. Right, Master?
Tell me what you can, then.
Observation. I am sure you are aware of the majority of my skills, Master. I can handle various sorts of heavy weaponry with ease. My physical abilities are well above those of your average meatbag, as are my sensor functions. An assassin, if you would.
An assassin?
Caution, shh, Master. Such a function in a droid is highly illegal.
Yeah, I won't tell anyone.
Commentary. Good, for I would truly hate to be turned into spare scrap, Master. That would be a waste of my genius engineering. Answer. My assassination functions are currently non-functional, having been deactivated by the meatbag Yukalaka on Tatooine. Were they functional, you as my master would be able to specify a target, and I would operate independently to the best of my ability to terminate it.
Is there a way to reactivate that function?
Answer. Not that I know of, Master. I still possess all my normal combat and stealth abilities, however.
Is there any way to repair you?
Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however. Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. The deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so. As you desire, Master.
I need to build up my repair skill in order to actually do anything with HK-47. And granted, once we get to the 2/3 mark, we won't be able to do anything more because it'll have the big reveal. Let's see. Kotor. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we gotta start, we gotta talk to the Sith Guard, the Academy Guard, and then that way Euthura, I think, will spawn in the cantina, if I remember correctly. I heard some of the Call of Duty games were released on Nintendo DS and they were worse than the console versions. That would not surprise me. Let's bring Canderous and Mission. Just in case we get Mission's brother. Or rather, Lena to show up and tell us about her brother. As we're passing by, we'll just check if Euthura's in there for shits and giggles, but I don't think she will be. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, let's go talk to the gate guard. What's this medallion you mentioned?
It is the device given to one who has been accepted into the Academy, but has not yet proved their worth as a student. If one of the Sith decides you are worthy, you will be given one. Which you must then take to Euthura Ban, who I believe is in the cantina. It is she who decides which hopefuls enter the Academy. No one gets inside, citizen. Messages and deliveries must be relayed through official Sith channels only. I have been conditioned to resist mental persuasion, citizen. Please, do not attempt that again. On your way.
Alright, now Euthura should be in the cantina. Yep, there she is.
Is there something you need, Jedi? Make it good, for I have little patience.
Are you Euthura Ben?
I am. Obviously, you have been told of me. Is it your desire, then, to train at the Academy? Do you wish to become a Sith human?
Yes, that's exactly why I'm here. Let me join you.
Ah, so you are just another hopeful after all. Or are you? There's something odd about you that I cannot place. Obviously, you are a Jedi. One who is very strong in the Force, it seems. So were you a part of the Order for very long? Did they train you?
Yes, I'm a fallen Jedi, if you must know.
A Padawan, perhaps? Though it makes little difference. I sense enough raw power within you to... Well, we shall see. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Does that interest you? Ah, good. Exactly the sort of answer I was hoping for. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume?
You're my slaves, don't worry about them.
I see. Fair enough. So long as they do not disturb your training or cause any trouble. Are you ready to go to the Academy, then? Then let us leave. The Master of the Academy awaits you.
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Uthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
I met this one in the colony. Unworthy, if you ask me.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with?
I know that Sith is powerful, a force to be reckoned with.
A diplomatic answer, if not the core of the matter. Our power is obvious. The question in truth goes much deeper than the surface. The Jedi equate the light.
Surprised they haven't done a Nostalgia Gaming Stories episode on the 2008 playthrough of Halo? Yeah, I mean, maybe I will. I'm uploading the playthrough anyway, so...
That they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy. All so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan, what of you?
I am always
I wonder how much people would be interested in Twitter if all the
You
accounts
had best
were private.
gather
Not
your
very
wits for
many,
the
I would
trial ahead,
imagine.
boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak?
I'm ready to learn more.
And so shall it be. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again. If you survive, my pupil, Uthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige, to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it
will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover. Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year.
Your favorite prospect?
Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety. Would you like to hear it?
Absolutely.
Good. I do so adore someone who's willing to take a chance. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Naga Sado to administer the final test. There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership. The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance. Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is important. Is that such a daunting prospect? It is not as if I am asking you to perform the task alone, or as if you will get nothing out of it. Master Uthar cannot prevail against us both. That's all there is to it. It is a very simple matter. I'm so glad you see it my way. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. Don't disappoint me. You have had an excellent start. Go, gain more prestige.
Alright, now to go recite the Code of the Sith, because I have that memorized too, and I want to flex. The Sith are so much more interesting than the Jedi, though. It's Kelagwin. We're gonna stop here in a minute, because it is late. And I do need to get to bed.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. You have gained little prestige. You will have to work quickly if you hope to best the others.
I have something to tell you about Euthera.
Oh? What is my apprentice up to now?
She wants me to help you kill her at the final trial.
I see. It is good that you have come to me with this information, young one. It is a bit ironic that Euthera has begun her plotting. I have been aware of her growing ambitions for some time, and had in fact already decided to remove her. Normally, the one who gains the most prestige would engage in a final trial. 2 of the students would fight. This time, it will be Euthera who battles, though she does not yet know it. Perhaps it will be you who combats her. Yes, perhaps so. This is what you can do. Give this pad to Adrenus. He will put some poison in her bath. This will weaken Euthera for that final test, making her an easy target. Rather generous of me, don't you think? For coming to me with this information and betraying your foolish trainer. I feel you are worthy of prestige, young one. Go now. You have not yet impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Oh? It is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact from the Valley of the Dark Lords. Really, however, you should seek out Euthera and get her advice. She is your trainer, after all, yes? Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start. Do not forget our...
Okay, I gotta talk to Euthera about the Code of the Sith. God damn it. But it's peace is a lie, there's only passion. Through passion I gain strength, through strength I gain victory. Or it might be power before victory. God damn it. The point is, I know it when I have the options there. It's just... It's being lame right now. Because I have to actually go talk to her. Whereas the Jedi Code, I could just do it from the beginning. Yeah, I know that privating all the Twitter accounts defeat the purpose of the social media part, but at the same time, Twitter is toxic and the most overused, oldest argument in the book.
You? I remember you from the colony. I can't believe you actually made it into the academy.
I remember you. I challenged you to a duel.
A duel? Fine. You run along and get ready while I go gain some prestige. Idiot.
I remember you. You're all right. Trying for the academy, I see. That's true. I had no idea you were coming for the academy when I met you in the colony, though. The name's Shardan. Didn't I tell you that back in the colony? Maybe not.
Do you want to coordinate strategy?
I don't work or play well with others. Thanks for the offer, though.
Alright, tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and stop it for now. We made a good amount of progress today. So let's go ahead and save. And then we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. Because it's late and I'm tired. So I will see you guys later. I hope you've enjoyed. I've had a good time. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Have a good one and toodles.